Things we wish Jesus hadn't said. My name is David Madison, the 12th of October 2019, and this is episode 22 in a series of flash podcasts on that topic. Mark Twain said that the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. So let's take a close look and see why Mark Twain was absolutely correct. In the first half of the 5th chapter of Mark's Gospel, we read about a deranged man who confronted Jesus. And this is an exact quote. "Night and day among the tombs and on the mountains, he was always howling and bruising himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and bowed down before him, and he shouted at the top of his voice, 'What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? Do not torment me.'" How in the world did this guy know that Jesus was the Son of God? There were a lot of demons infesting this man, and demons were part of the unseen spiritual world at the time, as in angels and demons, and for Catholics, lots of saints hovering about. So he had insider information. He knew who Jesus was, and Jesus had said to him, "Come out of him, you unclean spirit." And then the text continues. Then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" And he replied, "My name is Legion, for we are many." He begged him earnestly not to send them out of the country. Now on the hillside a great herd of swine was feeding, and the unclean spirits begged him, "Send us into the swine. Let us enter them." So he gave them permission, and the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine, and the herd, numbering about 2,000, rushed down the steep bank and were drowned in the sea. What's going on here? Mark's Gospel was written some 40 to 50 years later, so who knows how the story grew with the telling. But this is evidence of what the early Jesus cult believed about Jesus, that he could talk to demons. Let that sink in. Jesus was an exorcist. The Gospels tell us about other exorcisms that he did. Indeed, the subtitle of Mark's Gospel could be Jesus and the Demons. Belief in demons was part of the superstition of the ancient world. Christians, do you want to be religious or do you want to be superstitious? Should demonology be part of your faith? That's not really so smart. Thunder and lightning are not caused by angry gods, and mental illness, certainly this poor guy was severely mentally ill, is not caused by demons. And the story gets worse, of course. The demons begged Jesus to transfer them into the nearby herd of pigs, so Jesus gave them permission to make the leap. Got that? Jesus transferred demons into pigs. So we can add magical thinking to superstition. By uttering words, a magic spell, he did the trick. Okay, let's be honest. Mark wrote propaganda for the early Jesus cult, and he was okay with exorcism. But do Christians today really want Jesus the exorcist? Jesus gets points for helping this man, but the Bible gets demerits for this story and for setting back understanding of mental illness for centuries. It can't be cured by magic spells. Not quite the quality we would expect of the Word of God. By the way, the locals promptly asked Jesus to leave. There were those whose livelihood depended on that herd of pigs, and a lot of food was destroyed. So ask your Christian friends, how can you not have a big problem with Mark 5? Shouldn't Jesus talking to demons be added to that long list of things we wish Jesus hadn't said?